Networking for chemical engineers or any other engineer for that matter can be a bit of a daunting experience. And a lot of people, they feel that they don't really know how to network with industrial professionals. So, in order to help you out, we bring to you top 5 networking tips for chemical engineers. Do watch the video till the very end to find out. And do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to Chemical Engineering Life for more videos. So let's begin. The very first tip and the most basic tip that we can give you is for you to engage with alumni networks. A lot of people, they ignore this very basic fact, but your school's alumni network is an untapped resource that is incredibly invaluable in building up your professional network. And the best thing is that most of these alumni, they are actually quite eager and more than happy to help the next generation of chemical engineers by either offering mentorship, giving solid career advice, or even sharing some job leads in the companies that they're working in. In order for you to tap into this market, it's always a good idea to attend multiple alumni events in your university, or even reconnect with people through the online platforms. It could be through LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, some other groups that you're part of. It could also be if you're part of a professional organization, and and many other ways that you can do so. Most importantly, LinkedIn is the place to go, because that is the place, it's a professional platform where you can easily find all of these alumni, and you can find their professional history and what they're up to, what they're working with, so on. That makes it a bit easier for you to identify the people that are working in the companies that you would like to apply for. So, and also don't just target the people that are ahead of you. It could also be your former classmates, someone that you haven't spoken to in a very long time, but if you open up their profile, if they're working in the area that you would like to work in, send out a genuine message telling them that you may need some help or some tips or some guidance to walk into the path that they have already walked through, and that would most definitely open multiple doors for your career. The second tip is that do not be shy to reach out for informational interviews. When you're trying to expand your network, one of the most effective strategies is conducting informational interviews. Because these one-on-one meetings allow you to learn about someone's career path, including the company that they're working for and their experience in the industry. And also, simply chatting with someone over LinkedIn, sending them questions is one thing, but having a one-on-one meeting with them either through Zoom or physically meeting up to their office, that has a much different feel to it. And that kind of solidifies your network and connection with the mentor and the professional. And also, by being there, by talking to them about their experience, talking about their company they're working for, it actually gives you a much deeper insight about what you want to know. And obviously, when you're talking, that leads to much more questions that you can ask them right on the spot. So, reach out to the professionals that you admire or someone that you may have come across while you are trying to network, or finally, the professionals that are working in the area that you wish to work in. Just like I said earlier, on LinkedIn, there are a lot of filters that you can make use of to search for the companies that you want to work in, and then look for the people that are working in those companies. And then, just like before, do not be shy to send out a request and then request them for having the informational interview with them. And this would most definitely not only give you invaluable insights into the field, but it will also actually help you build a meaningful connection with a person that could lead to multiple opportunities in the future. The third tip, and that is once again a no-brainer, use LinkedIn to connect with industrial professionals. A lot of people that are not using LinkedIn in today's digital age, they are wasting out on their own potential, because LinkedIn is a crucial tool when it comes to networking and learning from other industrial professionals in the field. The very first thing you need to do is you need to create a professional profile that highlights your experiences, highlights your skills, highlights your projects, highlights your accomplishments, and anything that shows that you are an accomplished professional chemical engineer. Anyone that looks at your profile should get the impression that this is the person that I would like to connect with. This is the person that I would like to mentor. This is the type of person that I would like to have call in for a coffee chat, Therefore, try to optimize your professional profile on LinkedIn. Do not make the mistake of making a LinkedIn profile and then forgetting about it for the next 10 years. Keep it optimized, keep it updated, keep it every single certification that you get, every single update that you have on your resume, upload that on LinkedIn right away. And don't be afraid to send out a personalized message introducing yourself and expressing your interest in their work. Obviously, don't be the guy that randomly sends out hundreds of requests to people. That also kind of ruins the purpose of networking. If you would like to connect with someone, if you would like to ask someone to mentor you, spend 5 minutes looking through their profile, spend some time trying to understand what it is that they're working with, make a mental chart about why do you want to connect with this person, how can that person help your career goals. By doing so, write a nice personalized message and then send your request to the person. Because it does two things, right? The first one is that the person that is receiving the request kind of has a very good idea on why you're reaching out to him or her. And secondly, the person feels that you're not merely trying to increase your followers on LinkedIn, but rather you would like to have a meaningful connection with that person. So therefore, do not send random requests to people, but try to send out a personalized message. And you could actually use something, a message that looks somewhat like this, for example. And finally, making a professional profile on LinkedIn is one thing, but you also have to stay active on the platform in order to get something out of the network that you have created. Do not be afraid to engage with multiple posts, share different industry articles, and join relevant groups that are relevant for your career goals and the industry that you would like to work in. The most important thing is that you need to stay visible. By staying visible, you will be able to utilize your network, and at the same time, the more your profile gets highlighted on the platform, the better it will be for your career goals. If you are merely connecting with people but you're not utilizing the network, it is just as useless as having no network at all. So to summarize, just make use of LinkedIn as much as you can. That is like the best tip as a student. And the best thing about LinkedIn is that it works for all types of professionals, not necessarily students or young graduates, but even if you are an industrial professional, even then being active and visible on LinkedIn can do wonders for your career. Another tip is for you to join different professional organizations. Different professional organizations or engineering communities or any other groups that you may find, just go out there and sign up already today. Like your very own Chemical Engineering Life or any other professional for that matter, they can offer valuable networking opportunities for chemical engineers at all stages of their careers. Because by doing so, you are in the same boat as any other person, right? If you sign up for example, Chemical Engineering Life, then every other member of the organization is also a chemical engineer. By doing so, you find yourself in sea full of other chemical engineers, and it's much easier for you to network with the people of your own, with the people that you would like to learn from. Being a member of such professional organizations, you actually get access to multiple different areas, such as industry resources, job boards, seminars, webinars, courses, multiple events, and so on. So by doing so, you can easily meet different professionals from different sectors. And by doing so, you can easily boost your network by connecting with multiple different engineers from different sectors and at different levels. And finally, the best tip, the only tip that people have been following for the past probably hundreds of years is for you to attend industry conferences and events. That is a no-brainer, and that tends to be the easiest way to network with different professionals or chemical engineers into the field. Because these gatherings, they tend to be full of students, professionals, leaders, experts, you name it, and they are there. And by doing so, it offers you a perfect opportunity to make connections and learn more about what sort of industry they are working in and what it is different chemical engineers are doing in the real world. It doesn't really necessarily matter if it is a large-scale international conference or if it is a local conference with a specific university alumni. It does not matter. Any professional that is ahead of you today is a mentor and is a valuable networking opportunity that you must utilize. But Simply showing up is not enough, and do not forget to bring your business card or your resume, for example, something for them to remember you by. Ask insightful questions. If you're not good on thinking on your feet, write down the questions on a piece of paper, bring them with you, and then take it ahead to the seminar so that you can ask them there on the spot. And most importantly, that is something that a lot of people forget. If you meet someone in these webinar events or these seminar in industrial events, nowadays it's a lot easier. If you are on LinkedIn, you can there and then on the spot ask them if you can connect with them on LinkedIn. That's great. By doing so, in the evening when you come home, send a follow-up message. Send a 2-3 sentence message thanking them for the time today, and just reminding them that you met them at the webinar, at the event, and that you're very happy to talk to them and you're very much looking forward to being connected with them. Because at the end of the day, networking is all about being visible. It's not merely about knowing someone or being connected with someone on LinkedIn or having someone's phone number. It's more about being visible in their network as well. You need to be able you always have to be visible in their network as well. Therefore, do not forget to follow up afterwards after the event. So these were the top 5 tips that we think are the most valuable when you're trying to network, if you're trying to expand your network in the chemical engineering world. If you agree or disagree, remember to tell us in the comments below. And also, do not forget to learn more about Chemical Engineering Life at www.ChemEnggLife.com. And also, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to Chemical Engineering Life channel for more videos. Thank you, and have a great day.